All right, so next up we have we're going to skip formatting cells. We're going to do using the sum function. So on raw data number 2, the sum function allows us to add scores up or add things up really quickly so that we don't have to do the math. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways to use the sum function, and you can choose to do the one that makes the most sense for you. So after your task will be to go ahead and add up the SAT scores from 2003, from 2002, and from 2001. So the first way to use the sum function is to go ahead and start off an equation. Whenever we start off an equation, we always use the equal sign. So go ahead and into cell I5 and type the equal sign. In order for a function to work, the text has to be entered in exactly correct, or if it's not, it will not work. So after there, we're going to go ahead and put a parenthesis sign. Go ahead and click the first cell that you want to add. The first cell that we want to add is the score that they received on the verbal. Since we're doing addition, we're going to put the plus sign. And then let's add the second one that they want to do, which was the SAT score for math. Now the equation's not finished unless or until we go ahead and put the other parentheses on the end. So our equation should look like this, G5 plus H5. And it adds up to 1006. And if we look really quick, that's correct. It should add up to 1006. So the first way to do it is to go ahead and enter sum, because that's what we're doing. Click our cells that we want to add. So notice I did it slightly different that way. I clicked and I dragged all the cells that I wanted to add, close my parentheses off, hit equal. Equal, type in sum. If I really wanted to, I could go ahead and actually type in the cells. G7 plus, and notice it highlights when I do that, H7. So the first way to do it is just by manual entry. The second way that we can do it is by going ahead and clicking the sum button. So we would drag all the cells that we wanted to add, and we need one extra cell for it to put the answer in. So again, I'm going to click, I want to add these 2 cells, and I want to put it in this box right here. What we can do is we can hit this button up here with the little E, that's the sign for sum, and it'll give us the same exact thing. So the second way that we can do it is by clicking the sum button once we found the cells that we want to add. So finally, instead of going through all of these cells and doing it one by one, once we have the function in, we can actually just click and drag the function down and it will copy itself over for the correct appropriate cells. So notice, when I click on these boxes up in my function bar, it doesn't tell me 1016, it doesn't say 1043, it doesn't say 1038. It says what were the pieces that I added. You'll also notice that for some of them they have plus sign, which means they added them. If it has a colon, it means it's adding all the cells in between, which is helpful when you have multiple cells that you need to add. The final thing that we can do is we can click on a cell that has the function, copy it, click below and drag all the way down. So I hit Command C to copy, now I'm going to hit Command V to paste. And what it did for us is it just added all of the different columns up all the way throughout. So this saved us a lot of time so that we didn't have to actually add anything together. Just to kind of keep things clear, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight all of those back up. And I'm going to color the background of the cells so that I can easily see where does one thing end and the next begin. So what I would like for you guys to do is to do the same thing. Add up all the cells from 2002 and 2001 just to show us teachers that you understand it. And again, if you need any support on doing this in addition to the video, please go ahead and raise your hand and your teacher will come help you out.